live. I don't know if anybody's going to pop on here, but I ain't been able to do our regular lives, and so I wanted to have some chit-chat time with y'all. So if you all, somebody wants to pop on and talk for a little bit, that'd be just fine by me. We've got a cooler day, but it's definitely a spring day. People are out mowing the yards, and it's nice. So, but I was just gonna pop on here and see if anybody wanted to have a talk. I hope everybody's doing well, and I've been a little bit MIA, and I just wanted to let everybody know that I haven't. I haven't been MIA on purpose. We have just been really, really busy. We are in revival at church, and if you don't know what that means church every night. And so it's a blessing, but we are just not able to put videos out. Hey, girly! We are just not able to put videos out like we would like to. On top of that, I had a couple days that I just wasn't feeling very good. Hey, Chaz. Had a couple days that I wasn't feeling very good, and so we have just not been able to get videos out like we would like to. But, it's what happens. And so I put one out last night, and guys, I've had that video ready to edit, or working on trying to get it ready to edit for like 3 days. It was almost there. It's probably, I guess, maybe over a week old or somewhere in that. And so I just, like I said, I just ain't been able to put out the videos. I've been trying to put some shorts out, but it just is what it is. When you're busy, you're busy. But I thank the Lord for it anyhow. And but I wanted to let everybody know that that I'm fine, we're fine. And if you've been looking for me on lives or looking for me on videos, that is why we haven't been on it very much. But I had just a little space of time here, not much, but I had a little space of time, and so I figured I'd come on here and see how everybody's doing, seeing if anybody's got any fun spring projects going on. If you watched our last video, we got quite a few projects done in the warmer days. It's a little bit cool out today, guys, and it's a little bit cloudy. We've had rain coming in and out, and it's just a little bit cool. Well, I've got a pullover on, a wool jacket. Well, I guess it ain't wool. I don't know. And then a Columbia over top of it. So if you're wondering how cold I am, that's how cold it is out here. But it's nice at the same time. We've had a lot of wind. I know a lot of people have had a lot of wind and stuff, and we have had a lot of wind. But I thank the Lord today it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's nice. I wanted to talk to y'all about something, and maybe I'll do a video on it, but we had a scare the other night. If you don't know, that little dog right there, you've probably seen her in the back of videos, but she is Queenie. She is what we call the yard dog. She's a house dog too, depending on who's in the house. She's a house dog, so depending on who's in the house, she's in the house. But she come outside the other day. Hi, y'all. There's old Tootsie Roll. She come outside the other day, and we were leaving. It was late. It was my mother-in-law's, and we were out here at my mother-in-law's. Probably about 11 o'clock, and we heard her scream. And it was a squall. Chastity said hi. It was a squall. I'd never heard this dog do. I mean, I've heard dogs squall and stuff, and I thought, well, what has she got into? Well, I heard her screaming, and it was pitch black, guys, outside. If you don't know this, we're out in the country here, and so there is a floodlight up here, down here at the bottom, and down here, but that's all that's here. And for whatever reason, I don't feel like those were on, but I can't remember. But it was pitch black. And we were walking to the vehicle, and I heard her screaming, and I was the last one to get to the vehicle. Andy was down in the truck, and he couldn't hear what was going on, and I heard her screaming. And I started hollering for Andy because I didn't know, it could be anything, and I didn't know what was going on, and so I started hollering for Andy. Well, she got silent. And when she got silent, I thought, oh no, this is not good. I thought she had, been killed. And I got probably just a little ways out here. Let me see if I can flip the camera. So here's the driveway here. I was in the driveway, and I got to that bush right there, that yellow bush, and she started coming towards me and running towards me, and I thought, thank God, you know, she ain't dead. And I checked her over to see if she had any like visible markings, blood on her or anything like that, and I didn't see nothing right off. And I thought, well, I need to go see what's out there. And all I had was my phone in my hand, and so I turned the flashlight on my phone, and it just wasn't bright enough. I couldn't see nothing. And if you've never really noticed in our videos, if you don't watch us regularly, we have a good spot of wooded area here on the farm. It's clear in some spots it's really thick. Well, on the other side of us is another farm that they just have cattle on, and then on the other side of them is another farm. So there's like, I'm gonna say 80 acres, maybe more than that, of just open farm. There's nothing back there. They ain't no neighbors or nothing like that. It's just a big open wide space. Well, there's all kinds of predators at night, and if you're out here, hello, how are you? If you're out here at night, you can hear, you know, the predators. You can hear coyotes. We've had possums. We've had coons. We've had foxes get into the chickens. And so that's why we have a livestock guardian dog, obviously. Well, I thought maybe it's another dog. You know, maybe she got in a fight with another dog. My mother-in-law had thrown scraps out. Kitchen scraps just before that, and I thought, well, she's thrown scraps out there, and there's, you know, in this area we live out in the country, and people just kind of let their dogs, you know, roam, and we live on a back road, and so, you know, it's not too bad. We don't live right in town, so people's dogs just kind of roam around. And so I thought, well, maybe she got in another fight, you know, with the dog, you know, with another dog from scraps. But then I thought, well, she ran directly out there. It was like she knew, like I opened up the front, here's the front door here. I opened up the front door and she ran right that way. And in my mind, I thought, well, she's, you know, going for them scraps. Well, there never was a growl. It never was like, you know, like you'll hear like a dog growl. There never was a growl. It was like she just ran directly into it. Well, guys, we have a trail camera. And, we had checked the trail camera and did not see nothing on this trail camera. Well, Andy positioned the camera up in that area, which was towards the garden, the next day. Well, guess what we seen, y'all? Guess what we seen?
It was
a big coyote, a big one. And so we had a coyote in our yard, in our garden. I don't know if it was coming for scraps. I don't know if it was coming for the chickens, but it was not far from the chickens. And what kind of threw me off is that we've got the neighbors behind us have got a Great Pyrenees, and of course we've got Koa. And I don't know how neither one of those dogs realized that the coyote wasn't here, but she did. Queenie did. I know, like, she ran directly towards that coyote. I don't know how she knew it was there. She's a small dog, guys, but she has got the attitude of a pit bull. And she probably weighs 20, 25 pounds. She looks tiny. You can look at her, but she's like a solid rock. She'll knock you over if she runs into your legs. And she's just voracious. Like, she's bad to bite people, and we got to knock her off and stuff, and bad to bite people. Well, we've never, as far as we know, we have never had any problems with coyotes here on this farm. Now, we know we've lost chickens to foxes. We know we've lost chickens to possums. We know we've lost chickens to coons because you know, well, the fox we didn't catch, but we caught the coon and we caught the possum, obviously. So that's how we knew what it was. And so that has been our predators up until now. So we caught that coon, or that coyote on the trail cam. We've had the trail cam out yesterday. There wasn't nothing. Had the trail cam out last night. And it wasn't nothing either. And so, well, we caught a baby rabbit this morning.
Adorable. It's like hot.
So we're going to be on the lookout the next couple days, and hopefully we can get a hold of that that coyote, because that's going to be a problem, especially since, you know, one, we free range, which obviously they're going to be up on the roost in the nighttime, and that's usually when coyotes come. But guys, this coyote was a hoss. I mean, it looked like a full-on dog. It wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't missing no meals. I don't know what it's eating. It ain't been eating my chickens thus far, which we do, you know, we do have a livestock guardian dog. He does have access to that area. We do have electric fence surrounding, you know, where the chickens are at, and so I think we'll be okay. But I mean, we can't have him coming in here getting our, you know, our dog. The only damage that we did see on her, and this is how we knew, because we do have feral cats in the area, and we thought, well, maybe a cat got a hold of her. She did have a puncture wound in her ear. It was probably, I guess, about the size of a pencil eraser. Hold on, we'll let this truck drive by. I guess it was about the size of a pencil eraser that went through her ear. But that's already starting to heal up, and she's doing better there. Yeah, they are. Coyotes are. So that's what we got going on at the farm. That's our major worry right now, which, I mean, I say it's a major worry. I think that we'll be okay. Obviously, we don't want our dogs getting hurt. And we do know, and we have heard packs of coyotes in the area. I don't know if you all have ever heard, like, coyotes, like, I guess they're talking to each other. I don't know. They squeal or scream in the night, and you can hear them. There was a particular time about, I'm going to say maybe 4 months ago, me and Andy were outside in that same area in the garden. I was actually burying our barn cat. Our barn cat passed away. I don't know if I had told you all this, but he had passed away, and I was burying him. And we were standing out there, and we started hearing squalling and howling and screaming, and they sounded so close. Almost so close it was scary. But, you know, you got to be wary of these. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Joe. But, yeah, I'll be praying for you, Joe. I know you're having a rough time. I know you've got a lot going on. I know you need help from the Lord. I'll be praying for you, Joe. You got to pray for yourself, though, too. You got to depend on the Lord for everything. That was a shock. That was a shock. That was a shock because we have a livestock guardian dog behind us. Yeah, the babies are loud. Yeah, they are. Yeah, and you know, we like having the farm in this area because we've got, you know, so much, like, well, let me see if I can show you. So we have neighbors back here. We have neighbors back there, and then behind the house we have neighbors. But back this way, guys, there's nothing for miles. It's 80 acres of nothing behind us. And when you've got 80 acres of, it might even be more than 80 acres, I don't know. If you've got nothing but acreage behind you, you're going to have all kinds of stuff. You know, we've had deer come through here. We've had bear. I think it's black bear, the little small bear. We've had bear come through here. We've had possums, coyotes, foxes. I'm sure there's probably turkeys somewhere back there. It's hard telling. We probably got bobcats back there because we got a mountainside. This is the mountain country, and so we're not right on the mountain. We're not right on the hills, but we got all kinds of wildlife. And when you've got animals, especially prey animals like chickens, rabbits, when we had goats, coyotes are one of the main predators in our area for cattle and livestock. And so that's our main issue in this area. Foxes are our daytime predator, and hawks are our daytime predator. And we do have eagles But as far as we know, we have not lost anything to eagles. There's definitely big cats in them mountains. I grew up in Virginia, and they always said they weren't there. I'm telling you, they are. Yeah, there is. Yeah. I lived in Missouri as a child, and they had bobcats real bad. Bobcats was a big thing when I lived in Missouri. But we've got bobcats, and we've got quite a few predators in our area. Birds are not as bad, but hawks. A hawk will get a baby chick and snatch a baby chick up, no problem. Eagles will snatch up full-grown chickens, full-grown anything. That they might not get a goat, but they could get a goat if they wanted it bad enough. Yeah, we have discussed live traps. Obviously, for fowl, that would probably have to be the route we would go, because you do have to protect your livestock to a certain extent. But we, for predators such as coyotes and foxes and coons and possums and stuff like that, we deal with those in the proper way, if you catch my drift. Anywho, how is everybody doing? I know spring is here. It's probably why we got a coyote coming up in our yard. They can smell them babies in the nest. But how is everybody doing? I haven't got to talk to a lot of you all. I know it's a random time of day. I'm very pleasantly surprised, everybody that's popped in. I miss talking to you all, honestly. You all are my friends, and I miss talking to you all. I miss conversating with you guys. It's just a busy time, y'all. It's a busy time. Hopefully we will be able to post some pictures here, or videos here soon, of working on garden stuff. If you've seen one of our latest videos, I'm sorry, Joe, bless your heart. Grizzly bears. That's something. That's something I don't believe we have here. I don't think we have grizzly bears in Kentucky. I think we've just got the little black bears. I say little black bears like they're not a big deal.
Little black bears, they're big. They ain't little. They're biggie black bears.
But they honestly, in our area, we don't have as much problem with. I don't know anybody that's had like a bear attack, at least in our area. Now you get closer to Tennessee and stuff, obviously you're going to see more bears. We are in the Appalachian Mountains, and so we are close to Tennessee. We're not too far off from Tennessee, but we don't have bears as bad. 5 hours from Yellowstone. You keep a rifle handy anywhere. Yeah, I can imagine living in an area like that. Our probably, as far as something that would cause, like if you were out walking, and coming upon something, we go herping in the summertime, and we walk, areas and mountainous areas that you like you're gonna be way up in the mountains. You're gonna be out in nature. Our thing is poisonous snakes. I don't know if you know much about Kentucky and our poisonous snakes, but we are venomous. It's not poisonous. Venomous snakes. We have cottonmouths and rattlesnakes and copperheads, and I don't know. We got a lot of poisonous snakes. And so that is the main issue when we are out hiking and walking and stuff. You've got to watch for the timber rattlers and your copperheads. Your moccasins are not too bad. Obviously, they're going to be around they're going to be around the the waterous areas where it's more damp and stuff. Honestly, personally, I don't believe I've seen one here in Kentucky. I believe I've seen them in Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but I don't believe I've ever seen a water moccasin or cottonmouth, like face to face. Now, I don't know about you all. I don't know if it's where I've been around a lot of snakes, but I can smell a snake when it's around me. For the most part, there's been times that I've walked up on a snake, and things like that, and it startled me. But I have a very strong sense of smell anyways, most of the time. And so I can smell a snake. And so anytime I'm around water, I'm always really, like in tuned to what it smells like, and things like that. I remember one time, I don't know if you all have heard of Cumberland Lake in Kentucky, but we had went on a family vacation, a big group of us, and my husband's cousins and their wives, which included me, obviously, all went down to the edge of Cumberland Lake, and we were fishing, and it was getting late, and we were out there fishing, and I kept telling Andy, I said, I smell snakes. I smell snakes down here. And he's like, you can't smell snakes. I said, yes, I can. I smell them. I know they're out here. And it started getting late, and guess what? Them snakes, we were on like a rock. It was an edge. It was a rock, and there was trees around it, and there was, like broken down trees and bushes and stuff. And I told him, I said, that there's snakes in here. I know there is, because I can smell them. Well, it started getting late, and them snakes started crawling up on them rocks. You ought to seen them boys packing up and getting out of there. I kept telling them, they kept telling me I couldn't smell them. I know I could. And so snakes just have a particular smell, and I can smell them for the most part. I can smell them for the most part, especially if it's heavy. If it's at like an area where there's a lot of snakes, if you've been around them enough, you'll start learning their smell, and you can smell them. Especially if it's by water. I don't know why, but that smells just even stronger when they're by water. Let me see what you're saying here, Joe. Well, you're talking about snakes. Snakes in Kentucky. Are you talking about what I mean when I say I can smell a snake? If that's what you're asking, snakes to me smell like cucumbers. If you've never smelled a snake smell, it smells like cucumbers. And so, like I said, we've got a lot of venomous snakes in our area. And I, for whatever reason, have mastered, well, I shouldn't say mastered, I guess I have, because I don't know anybody else that can do it around me. My husband sure can't. Mastered the smell of what snakes smell like. And so if I'm on the edge of the water, I am got my sniffer in the air, and I am smelling to see if I can smell them, because I don't want to get bit by water moccasin. That would not be fun. No, I ain't seen that, buddy. There's places that you can live. We live in eastern Kentucky, Appalachian Mountains. That's where we're at. There is places that you can live, especially here in Kentucky, that you're going to see more nature, is what we'll call it, more predator animals, more things like that. And so depending on where you live, like we can go to certain areas, we can go to certain places and see more snakes, and things like that. There's areas in our there is areas, hold on guys, I gotta take care of something. There is areas, let me see. Okay, that person was fishing. Fishing for stuff. Yeah, I just went ahead and blocked them. He's done run my train of thought. There's places here in Kentucky though you can drive and see more things. Kentucky, I don't know about where you all live. But in our area in Kentucky, we're especially in eastern Kentucky, you're very rural areas, a lot of places where people are not. There's a lot of places that you can go to where people aren't. There's more places where people are not than... The bugs are coming out, guys. There's more places where people are not than there are places where there's a bunch of people. And I'm thankful for that. Yeah, we don't need nobody else. We don't need nobody. It's already getting too crowded for me. I'm sure it's already getting too crowded for a lot of people. All together now, thought train derail. Yeah. Yeah. But I can't even remember. That guy threw me off, and now I've completely lost my train of thought. Asking all kinds of... He was probably wondering about my car's extended warranty. He was probably on here. He was probably on here to tell me about my car's extended warranty. That's why he was asking what kind of vehicle I had. He wanted to make sure that my warranty was not expired. That's what it was, guys. Do y'all laugh at yourself? I guess I spend so much time laughing at myself because my husband does not think I'm as funny as I think I am. I think I'm pretty funny at times, but he does not. Brittany thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. I hope not, Joe. Just have to pray for him. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to hop off here. We ain't been on here very long, but I just wanted to, check in, let y'all know I was still alive, and let you all know that I had not give up on my YouTube journey, that I still am on YouTube. Probably the next couple weeks, though, you all will probably only get maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, so it's the season we are in. There are seasons in life. I think I got that in that. There are seasons in life, and there's times that we just cannot do as much as we would like to do. And so I didn't want you all thinking that I was giving up or I wasn't posting anything. I've got 2 videos right now that need to be edited. Both of them rabbit related. So if you all are looking, oh, good to see you, Brittany. If you all are looking for rabbit content, it should be coming out. Lord's willing, and the creek don't rise, as they say. But I appreciate y'all hanging out, y'all. I love hearing from you guys, Joe. You all, you will be in my thoughts and my prayers, and I hope things start changing around for you. I hope things start changing around for you. You can't be bad all the time. But guys, I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all continue to just do your best. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. See you later.